exploring the waters of the St. John River here in Fredericton earlier this summer, she made a bit of a grave discovery. This headstone. It pokes out of the water not far from the city's walking trail and just a little upriver from the Westmoreland Street Bridge.
Right on the side of the water, yes, it looked like just another rock on the side of the river.
Except for the text carved into its surface. Some letters are missing, but what remains reads, Ward Byron, born 7th April, died 24th November 04. Levine made a note of the stone and continued her journey, but then came across another find, a small grave marker from another man. The placard read, Walter F. Blair, 1892 to 1971.
I hope this river's not trying to tell me something.
We asked locals about the half-submerged headstone, but they had no idea.
I have not. In the water? I have not.
In the water.
In the water.
That's unexpected.
Excuse me, do you know anything about that gravestone? So we took the name on the stone to the provincial archives, and there they were able to find a match. Edward Byron Winslow, born April 7th, 1842, and died November 24th, 1904. His obituary states he died after a long illness of brain trouble, and that he was a direct descendant of Edward Winslow, who came to America on the Mayflower in 1620. And it turns out he's actually buried about 3 kilometers away in Fredericton's Forest Hill Cemetery. Now, according to online directories, this is a stone with the same matching names and dates as the stone that was found in the river. Now, it's a little overgrown, so we did get permission from the Forest Hill Cemetery staff to clean it up a little bit and try a little something that we might have all learned in social studies or history class back in the day to see if these names on this stone actually match. It appears to be our guy. But how did a copy of Edward Byron Winslow's headstone wind up in the river? The provincial archives aren't sure, but they do have a theory that it may have been discarded after it was created for a spelling error or design flaw that was found on the stone.
I'm really not sure where it came from, but there was a stone cutter at the west end of Queen Street that we found. It was around 1900, which is actually around the same time that this fellow passed away. That's rank speculation, but it does exist. There was something called Baxter Stoneworks that was on Queen Street West.
As for the grave marker that Levine also found on her trip, the cemetery it came from sits just up the river. Provincial archives records show that Blair was a major during his time in the military and an accountant after he became a civilian.
Walter Blair served with the 104th Regiment, and he served in both World Wars. But yes, so Blair turned up, and we actually have a photograph of him in his military uniform.
Blair is currently buried in the extension of the Fredericton Rural Cemetery, and Levine made arrangements to return the marker to his surviving family members. She's hopeful that her next trip out on the water will be less grim.
Well, that's a lot of death in this river.